point number one. Right? Point number one. I congratulated you a short while ago on making it to the Stevens College. Now I'm going to say something different. Do not become complacent. You can call an excellent start, all right, but it's only a start. Do not mistake this for the finishing line. There is a race to be run, and run that race with diligence, in humility, passionately, eagerly, gratefully, with a world of excitement in your heart. Every day counts. Every moment counts. The Stevens College is not a label. It is not a market brand. St. Stephen's College is an experience. It is a challenge. It is a finger pointed to the future. And all of us are here to honor something that commenced 134 years old, nurtured with love and sacrificial service by great people who have worked here before. And it has fallen to our lot to be good stewards of this great tradition, which is a national treasure. And I am sure that all of you will rise to that occasion, that you will prove yourself. You will turn this college into a vibrant place, a garden of life, that you will give your absolute best to the college. You will grow and blossom so that for the rest of your life you will remember these 3 years that you are going to spend in this college. If you don't do this, what happens? If you become complacent and if you think that getting admitted to the Stevens College, you have achieved something and you can rest on your haunches, you will come to grief. There is a story of a beggar who used to sit by the wayside and beg of the passers-by. And some people put a pity on him, throw some coins at him, he collected and meet his needs. He would sit on a wooden box and beg and beg and beg. One day as he kept begging, somebody came along. So as usual, this man cried out for mercy. Sir, please. The man stood in front of him, looked at him, and said, "Where are you sitting?" Of course he was sitting on his wooden box. He asked him, "Have you ever opened this box?" He never had. He said, "Open the box." He opened the box. What does he find? A box full of gold. If you become smart and complacent, you could be like this beggar who would sit on a box of gold and beg through life. St. Stephen's College is not a place to sit and beg. It's a place to stand up, to walk, to run, to leap, and to celebrate life, and to discover the gold hidden within. That's what it is. And that begins today. The mark of a good student is how long he or she sustains the initial enthusiasm. When you saw your name on the list of selected candidates after each interviews, how did you feel? Did you feel depressed? I'm sure you leapt with joy. Even if you did not physically leave, your heart left. Right? You phoned up your parents, your friends. You actually talked to the air, to the trees, to the birds, to the blades of grass, and said, I've made it. Right? That thrill, that excitement you experience by seeing your name on the list must increase day by day and not diminish. In all education institutions, there is this problem of attendance, shortage of attendance. Why? Because young people fail to sustain the initial enthusiasm. Those who achieve great things in life are not those who get off to a flying start, but those who stay steadfast on that foundation of excitement and welcome each day's opportunities and enter into the fullness of every opportunity. But that opportunity, that attitude to these opportunities will come only if, and please mark my words, only if you have come here not for a degree alone. Only if you have come here to grow in stature, to discover the fullness of who you are and the potentials that you hold, which is absolutely incredible. The greatest mystery on planet Earth is a human person. Everyone. And I want to emphasize this with all the force I can muster, because the age and the culture in which you are growing up is a culture that takes away from you your sense of self-worth by relocating it in material objects. Today, a person has only that much value as is measured by the material possessions he or she has. That's why we run after all these things, phones must change, models must change every year, the latest fashion of the market must be put up worth, all kinds of things. The idea is very simple. The human being does not matter, everything else matters. This college is founded on a completely different philosophy. Nothing else in the world matters as much as you do. Male and female doesn't matter. Beautiful, not beautiful does not matter. Rich or poor doesn't matter. Hindu, Muslim, Christian doesn't matter. Only one thing matters. Do you know the miracle that you are? That's all that matters. And I know something in the marrow of my bones. You are the last batch of students I admit. In 7 months' time, I am retired. I know deep down in my soul that you are the best, and I say again, the very best that I have admitted. And I also believe that you will prove that it is indeed so. Right? Right? Can you raise your hands? Right? Once again, right? That's it. That's all I want. This is my dream. You are my dream. Okay? And this is possible. Let's turn this college not just into the best college in the country. Let's turn this college into a national dream. A message, a sign, a testimony to the times. You can do it. You have the best galaxy of teachers. Possibly you can't improve on this. So there is no excuse. The problem with St. Stephen's College is that here there is no excuse. Right? No one can afford the luxury of offering excuses. It doesn't work here. You have the best campus in Delhi. You know why? Because the visionary founders of the college believed that there is this sort of subtle organic interaction between the human mind and the surroundings. If children are put in shabby surroundings, it has a negative and depressing effect on them. You look at the campus of the Stevens College, it's beautiful. The whole campus smiles. When you get time, please put your ears to the blades of grass. They will tell you stories. Smell not the flower, smell the leaves. They will send fragrance to your school. That's what this college is. Don't take this place for granted, and I'm sure you will not. So, my plea to all of you, sustain and in fact deepen, intensify your enthusiasm, your excitement. Right? Very good? Point number 2. I don't have many points, but I have 2 points. Right? Point number 2. You must know your college. Why do I say this? I say this for a reason. Somehow, and increasingly, all individuals are living in their own private worlds. People are actually living in their own daydreams. As a result, one's ability to respond to the given context, the freedom to respond to the world realities, the ability to stay connected in a state of creative response to the world around, in a state of dialogue, as it were, existential dialogue. That's gone. We move like mummies, walking mummies, wired up to earphones, sealing our ears off, hearing nothing, seeing nothing. That's how we are. As a result of which, what happens is, both in education and in life in general,